Now I know what the inside of an oven feels like. Hello everybody! Infinite Shinjo here. It is a warm day, but I figured now would be a good time to record the Q&A, well, as good as any time would be, because I got two 12-hour shifts back to back at work for tomorrow and the day after, and I wanted to get this out before I take my trip at the end of the month. That'll be on Twitter. I'm not going to go into details, but you don't need to know any of that. On with the questions. First question from creator of Genji asks, have you ever seen the anime Cardfight Vanguard? It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! But different rules. The monsters in Vanguard look so awesome. If you ever get a chance, check it out. And I actually have a bit of a story with this one. I'm pretty sure, I'm 95% sure, that my friend from high school got Cardfight Vanguard packs, and he has both of them at his house, so when I come over, we just play the game. It's been a while, so I don't really remember the rules, but I don't know. I think I might have watched like the first episode. I know there's a lot of seasons of it, so I probably won't be checking out the anime because there is a lot to watch. Even with just watching one season, it will probably take a long time. But I have seen it. I really like a lot of the openings. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know that I think it was Break Your Spell that Mark DeGroot made as a cover, which actually I think, let me check, very professional editing here. I believe that is, I thought it was. Oh no, I think Seal Dark Rose said about me using that for a video, but they already had one request given, I think. I don't remember. But point is, I have heard of it. I think I watched like the first part of the first episode, but from what I can remember, it's hard to find clips of it online. Not sure because of copyright or other reasons, or I wasn't looking hard enough. But if I was 10 years younger, I might look into it because I would have a lot more time then. Divine Zamasa asks, why wasn't Android 16 revived when they wished everyone back who was destroyed by Cell? And actually, that is a very good question. I'm going to have to look back. Well, it's probably going to be different between the dub and the sub, but I'm curious to see. Oh no, wait, hold on. I was thinking the end of the Tournament of Power. Never mind. I was thinking when 17 wished the universe is back. That was... Never mind. I was thinking of an entirely different question, kind of. But that is actually a very good question. If you're asking for my own personal opinion, I couldn't tell you because I didn't make the show. But my only guess is Android 16 wasn't revived because he was an android. But that's my only guess. That is actually a very good question. I thought the question was asking why wasn't 16 revived at the end of the Tournament of Power, because that would make sense as well for a question. I don't know the answer to that one either, but that would be an interesting question. Evil Faust asks, what are your favorite Japanese and American metal bands? For me, my favorite bands are Baby Metal, Maximum the Hormone, Disturbed, and System of a Down. And I think, let me check, I think it was Bandmade that did that Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns Ending Glory. I really like that. And I guess it would count as Japanese. I might link the video down in the description. I think it's called Blinding Sunrise? I could check, but I don't want to. I'll leave the video in the description, comment section, wherever. I'm gonna leave it somewhere. Where they did a cover of the first Shield Hero opening. I'm assuming they're Japanese, maybe, but they definitely have metal to them, and I really enjoy that. I think, as far as American, I want to say I've either heard of Disturbed songs or have them myself. I can't remember. I thought there was one song by Disturbed that I really like, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I have heard of System of a Down and Baby Metal and Maximum the Hormone. I know people were talking about them when I streamed last time. One I do enjoy is Five Finger Death Punch. But outside of that is a lot of power metal like Dragon Force, Freedom Call, Gamma Ray. How many people know who those are? I'm not sure. Justin Y has two questions. First question is, who is your favorite Pokegirl in the Pokemon series from the original to Sun and Moon? And that's going to be a hard one, because the best way I can explain this is my tastes change depending on the season. Like, back when Diamond and Pearl was new, I would say it would be Dawn. Now that Sun and Moon is out, I would say Lily. It more or less correlates with the series that's out at the moment. I'm not exactly sure why, probably because it's just fresh in my mind. But I would say probably favorite all-time would be May, because, I don't know, at the same time, I know a lot of people like Misty, but for me it's just like, she yelled at Ash a lot, so I'm not sure about that. But then when May came into the picture, she was a breath of fresh air. She didn't even like Pokemon at first. But even with Sun and Moon, they're really fleshing out the girl characters. I really like Lana and her joking personality. Lily, of course, all of her family drama is so compelling, and then even her going to the Pokemon League now, you know she's not going to win. But it's going to be an interesting thing to at least see her try with a little Vulpix. Even Mallow, who I will admit I wasn't a big fan of at first, because Mallow seemed like the sort of character that would just be the stereotypical Ash love interest that everybody likes. With her backstory with her mom, I really enjoyed that. So long story short, answer is May. Question 2. If you could choose one Pokemon that didn't receive an Alolan form, which would it be and why? Easy answer. Anything that's not Kanto. No, but in all seriousness, I can't remember when I was talking about this, maybe at work one day, about how there are a lot of Johtomons that could literally just need anything. There are so many Johtomons that could just get an Alolan form, evolution, mega evolution. Let's see, you got, just looking on my poster, give something to Sunkern and Sunflora, Delibird, Smeargle, Girafarig, Stantler, even... Tell me, who knows Stantler exists? If I would just tell you Stantler right now, how many of you would just say, oh yeah, that mon exists? They could really take advantage of the fact that Stantler has those antlers and make it part psychic or full psychic. And of course, the infamous Dunsparce. I know that people will probably say there's mons like that in every generation that needs something, like Tropius and Hoenn, for example. But I feel like Johto has so much unexplored territory. Even just taking Sinnoh with them getting a lot of evolutions, there are so many that still need some sort of appreciation. Although Alolan forms don't necessarily equal something that's good, it will just be something to get them into the spotlight again. The final question comes from Aura Instinct Lucario, and they ask, how would you imagine the Tournament of Power in the Pokemon world? For me, I'm thinking the losing Pokemon is automatically set free from its trainer. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as we got news for the Alola League, I already mentioned this in another one of the questions, so I should probably mention that it is July the 3rd when I'm recording this. To put a date on it, the Alola League literally just got started, but as far as I can tell, there's gonna be 151 competitors all sending out their mons at the same time, and then 16 are going to stay afterwards. So essentially the first round is going to be a battle royale, and as soon as I saw that, I was thinking, that's essentially the Tournament of Power in the Pokemon world. So Alola's kind of doing the Tournament of Power, except no real consequences outside of not participating anymore. That is a good point that you bring up, because with the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Z, if all of your competitors are gone, then their universe is erased, and you can't really do that with Pokemon. I feel like that's a good idea for the losing mon to be released, but I think I have a better idea. The very start of the Pokemon series, when Ash was running past Officer Jenny, and she mentioned about how the Pokédex can act as essentially your trainer ID, what they could do is have maybe 4 or 5 competitors acting as the universes, each one having 6 mons, and then all of them battling. Whenever one trainer's all 6 mons are gone, they lose their trainer license. I'm not sure what it would take to get your trainer license back. I'm not sure if you just get it when you're 10, and if you lose it or give it away or whatever, you just don't have it anymore. But I feel like having all of your 6 mons gone, then you lose your trainer license, and your mom will get released, essentially, because you'd need a license to control them, in a way. I don't know, I think this is one of the more interesting questions next to the Android 16 not coming back question. Those two are very interesting questions, and I'd be curious to see what you guys think about this down in the comment section. But those are all the questions for today. I was just on vacation and I saw a lot of people posting questions, so I figure if I can get this recorded before the end of the month, this would fill my quota for question and answer episode 10, which, hard to believe, I'm in double digits. I haven't been doing it consistently for every month, but I still enjoy it anyway, and I'm still getting a lot of interesting questions anyway. Granted, a lot of them might be repeats. That is going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I will answer them when I get a chance. And if you excuse me, I'm going to turn on my fan so I don't act like a baked lobster for the rest of the day. Momentai.